Hi everyone, and welcome to today's video. Today we are going to be testing out and reviewing a new concealer from Armani Beauty. This is their Luminous Silk Multi-Purpose Glow Concealer. It retails for $38 US and it comes in 20 different shades. I grabbed the shade 5.75 to try out today. Now $38 is definitely up there in price. However, I looked at the amount that you get per concealer and you get 0.40 fluid ounces, which is quite a bit. It's quite a bit of product, so perhaps that's why we're paying the $38 per tube. Now, as far as the details for this concealer, it is a multi-purpose concealer that highlights and conceals while providing 24 hours of hydration and comfort with medium buildable coverage and a flawless radiant finish. So you get a radiant finish, meaning like dewy. That's what I think of when I think of radiant. I think of hydrating, dewy, and we get medium buildable coverage with this concealer. So I may need a couple of layers in order to get, better coverage. The website also states that this is an ultra blendable, non-creasing formula that conceals, corrects, and highlights. It is formulated with glycerin, caffeine, and vitamin E. This is supposed to help diminish dark circles and reduce puffiness around the eyes for a flawless second skin effect. Soft focus pearls and naturally derived emollients diffuse fine lines for a smooth, even coverage and a lit from within glow. As far as how to apply this concealer, it doesn't really have a whole lot of information. It does have a how-to video. The model is blending out the concealer with her finger. However, I like to blend my concealers out with my diffuse crease brush. So I'm going to try the brush first, and then if that doesn't work, or if I see that I'm having an issue with blending it out that way, then I'll go ahead and I'll try blending it out with my finger. Aside from that, it just states that you should use the precise tip of the applicator in order to target specific areas to conceal and correct, or you can use the flat side of the applicator in order to highlight and illuminate larger areas. So let's see here. So this is what they're talking about. The tip is very pointy, so you can get specific areas that way. And of course, you can use the flat side in order to highlight maybe down the nose, chin, here, wherever. So per usual, I am going to be testing this concealer out both with and without a color corrector underneath it, just to see what type of coverage we get with a little bit of help from the corrector and without any help, just on bare skin. It is a medium concealer, so keep that in mind. And yeah, let's get started. So for corrector today, I'm using my Becca Under Eye Brightening Corrector in the shade Medium to Deep. Just going to be applying a little bit of that underneath this right eye here, next to this beautiful quarantine blemish. I have been eating so much and just so bad. All right, so color corrector on. Now I'm going to jump off camera just really quickly in order to apply foundation, and I'll be right back so that we can conceal. All right, so now I am back. Foundation is on. It is time for concealer. So I'm going to start off over here. All right, next I'm taking my Deluxe Crease Brush from Real Techniques. I'm going to blend it out. Okay, I thought this color was going to be way too light, but looks like it'll work. All right, so there's one side. I actually don't mind that coverage. I am going to try to build it up though, but this, to me, medium coverage, looks fine underneath the eyes, and it actually did blend out quite well with my brush. All right, let's try this other side. All right, so both sides are blended, as you can see, medium coverage, especially over here. I would consider this more medium coverage for me, but this is, not a whole lot over here. Let's see, I'm going to try to apply a little bit more here and a little bit more over here to give it a couple of layers, help it out. All right, so there's another layer over here. It helped, definitely helped. Now this side. All right, so there's the second layer of concealer. Very radiant, as you can see. It's very shiny, very radiant underneath the eyes right now. Although it does draw attention to the hollows underneath my eyes, in the lighting. And like if I'm out and about, like this would definitely draw attention to the under eye area anyway. So I think I am going to set it. I'm also going to set it because, as you can see, it's already starting to settle in between my fine lines. You can see it settling over here and over here. So I'm going to set it in order to help the situation. All right, so I'm going to set it using my Pat McGrath Labs Blurring Under Eye Powder. This one is in the shade Medium. And I'm going to grab that with my tapered highlighter brush. This one is the F35 from Sigma Beauty. Just grabbing a little bit of that, very light layer. And I'm going to be pressing it under the eyes in order to set this concealer. All right, so now that the under eye area is set, I'm going to zoom you all in so that you can get a closer look at the under eye area after initial application. All right, so here is the under eye area. As you can see, not full coverage. However, it looks good underneath the eyes. All right, so now that you've seen the under eye area up close and personal, I'm going to jump off camera in order to finish the rest of my makeup, and I will be right back. Okay, so now I am back, makeup is done. Under eye area still looks surprisingly good. Like for it being a medium coverage concealer, I like it. I like it. It looks good. I like the amount of coverage that I'm getting, even though it's not full. I like it. Right now, I like it. It is currently, let's see, it is 11:38 in the morning. I do plan on wearing this the entire day, and of course, I will be back halfway through the day in order to show you all some close-ups and to talk to you all a little bit about how the concealer has been wearing up to that point. So I'll see you all back here in a few hours for my midday check-in. All right, so I'm back for my midday check-in. It is currently 4:12 in the afternoon. So I've had this on now for, I believe, a little over 4 hours, like 4.5 hours, something like that. Now, before I give you my midday opinion, I'm going to zoom you all in so that you can get a better look at the under eye area after 4.5 hours of wear. All right, so this is the under eye area. It looks a little bit dry over here, and it's kind of like separating, I think. Like if I look up especially, that's when I see the concealer kind of separating in between my fine lines. I feel like I may have lost a little bit of coverage over here as well. However, the right side still looks pretty good. It's still in place. I think maybe it's separating just a little bit up here, but I feel like the corrector has helped the concealer stay in place over here on the right side. All right, so that is what's happening underneath the eyes. Wearing pretty well over here. You know, not the worst over here, but definitely not the best. So I'll keep on wearing this for about another 4 hours, just to give it like an 8-hour day, and we'll see what we're left with at the end of the day underneath the eyes. So I will see you all back here in a few more hours for my final thoughts on this new concealer. All right, so now I am back for my final check-in. It is currently 7:55, so I've had this concealer on now for a little over 8 hours. I'd say like almost 8.5 hours. Now, before I give you my overall opinion of this concealer, I'm going to zoom you all in one last time so that you can get a closer look at the under eye area after 8 hours of wear. All right, so this is the under eye area after about 8 hours of wear, a little over 8 hours. Not impressed. Definitely not impressed with this concealer, especially not by itself. It looks pretty awful, and I cannot wait to take this off. With the Becca corrector underneath, it did wear a little bit better. But yeah, as you can see, it's just separating, coming off. Not impressed. All right, so there you have it. That's the under eye area after about 8 hours. What do I think about this concealer? I'm sure you can all guess. I don't like it. I don't like it at all, especially for $38. For $38, your concealer better do everything that it says it's going to do. And I don't feel like this one really delivered, at least not on me. With the corrector I felt like it really helped keep the concealer in place. It helped keep it from looking dry after I set it. You know, it helped. It did help. However, it did wear off up here along, like closer to my lash line. There's concealer missing there. Over here on the side that I did not color correct, I just went on top of the skin. It looks dry. It's settled in between fine lines. It's separated. I feel like the coverage definitely, you know, I lost a little bit of coverage throughout the day, so it didn't stay consistent from morning to night. For $38, it wasn't worth it for me. No, I mean, medium coverage is fine. I like medium coverage concealers. I prefer medium coverage concealers whenever I'm going to be doing like a light makeup day, but they have to wear well. Like if they wear well, of course, I love medium coverage concealers, but this one just, no, not for me. Sorry. So that completes today's video. Thank you all so much for watching. I truly hope that you enjoyed today's product review and that you found it helpful. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel so that you don't miss out on future videos. And also don't forget to follow me on Instagram, where I absolutely love to interact with you all. As always, take care, and I will see you all in my next video. Mwah! Bye.